In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to win with the London system in 10 moves against the King's Indian slash Grunfeld setup. So after bishop to f4, black has to play the move g6, going for the fianchetto. And against this, I recommend to go for the Jobava setup by playing the move knight c3. And our main trap to win in 10 moves will happen after d5, e3, bishop to g7. Now white goes for the aggressive h4. And after h5, knight f3, black has to play the move short castle in order to allow the trap. So in the first game that I played, because I'm gonna be walking you through my thinking process against players of average strength between 21 and 2200, my opponent went for bishop g4, not allowing this trap, and I'm gonna be showing you how to deal with this one as well. And then in the analysis of the game, I'm gonna show you how to get a quick win after castle, knight e5, c5, and then the trappy line to go for d takes on c5, which I personally used already to beat international masters. Even literally everybody is falling for this trap. And after that, in the upcoming games, I'm going to be showing you how to play in case black does not go for d5, which is actually a bit of a rare move, let's say below 1500, and they would normally play the move bishop to g7. And I'm going to be showing you how to play these positions after white grabs the center by playing e4. So with that being said, feel free to use the timestamps from the description, take what you need, and let's just jump right into the games. So let's see what he's got against our London. Just gonna get a bishop out against the knight. We don't have a King's Indian, and I'm actually curious to test. Let's actually test the Jobava London a little bit. Is he gonna play d5? Okay, d5 it is. I had an interesting line against bishop g7, but don't mind the Grunfeld. Just gonna go h4, h5. So basically, yeah, this is also gonna come as an update in the London course pretty soon. He's going for the standard pawn push, not allowing me to get more space on the king side, but this is weakening some squares. And against this, I remember queen d2 being precise, so taking with a pawn is definitely quite nice. And now we get tempo against the bishop with f3, g4. We can just castle long. Against c5, I'm pretty sure it's nice to take. And against c6, I'm like thinking to go f3, g4. I could also do f3, bishop e2, g4. Both should be quite fine. I think I'm gonna do which one? Just start with f3 and then maybe bishop to e2. Who plays anything else when you have ice on the streets for 11 months a year? Oh, I see. Well, you know, I get it in Canada, but at least, you know, you have streets. Like in Romania, we don't even have that, so, I mean, you're on the nice side of it. Just bishop e2, I guess no need to sack. b4, just knight e4, and I'm better on the queen side as well. So it's hard for him to push, and we're just in time with that. Black, in order to avoid that, needs to first play a4 and then b4, but it's just like so slow. And now we should be able to open up these things somehow. Guys, how do we open this up? Bishop g5 should be strong. Threatening this and then gh5. I think. a4, again, like not really threatening anything at all. I can even maybe play a3 myself, but I'd rather not touch that side. And, well, I just realized, is he gonna take with a pawn? Guys, what do we think of this guy? Is he capable of that? I'm just gonna do rook dg1. b4 knight d1, and I'm gonna be like, let's see what you've got. b3, I mean, take and go a3. He probably will try this move with idea if I take to go knight e4, but I think we just maybe sack. Maybe take on f6. Haven't made up my mind yet. You guys would think I calculate more than one move in advance. How wrong you were. Had no idea. I'm just, yeah, trying to not hang my pieces with every single turn that goes, and we take these small victories, you know. They slowly build up and start snowballing. Okay, now, can we do this? Knight takes and then just f4. Like knight back and then h5. But then he's got knight e4. This makes me think taking here is better. Gonna do that, and then there's like knight e7, there's like gh5. Something tells me that this could have been played a bit better, but this is not the best time to think of that right now. I think I'm gonna do it this way. Takes, expecting knight takes, and then f4 I'm gonna do. Knight f6, and then I'm gonna take with a bishop, and I think maybe sacrificing. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. Never mind. Okay, knight f6. How about simply knight c3? Is that like such a ridiculous move? Wait, he does this. I think just take back. No need to like complicate it with bishop takes on h5, I think. So he's gonna go there. Aiming e4. Oh, okay, we don't care of that. And isn't bishop h5 and bishop h6 just a free win? I think it is. He's got like checks. I've got knight c3, so we don't mind. We're chilling. Looks like we're just winning a piece, in fact. So I don't really know what the opponent is doing, but it could also be that his position was already bad. Unless some kind of crazy rook takes on a3 works, I think we should be winning, and I don't think that's a thing at all. Alright, so what to do when you are down a piece? Exchange queens, just like in the books. But maybe it's not such a bad idea for him, since he might get mated quicker. But I'm gonna play knight c3 anyways. I think keeping queens leads to my interest here. We might be just checkmating him, and yeah. I think we just keep, and yeah, rook c8. No actual threat. Can I go bishop d1, just trying to get rid of that pawn? That feels like a little bit too subtle. I'm just gonna exchange his bishop. That's pretty easy, I think. Oh, he has that move, but we take these. That looks like a free rook, which I'm gonna... I just don't mind me. Collect the free pieces. By the way, this is also something that I have in mind that caught my attention, I have to say. Once this, I mean, just exchange knights, take there. That's like kind of it. I'm up to rooks. So, what's not to like? Takes with the rook. Exchange that. Queen trade. Queen c7, we've got queen c3. Yeah, exchange these. Take e7 pawn. So we're up like a rook and a piece. So he just resigns. Now, moment of truth. What's this game like? It just looked like a clown fiesta to me. I don't know what you guys think, but it's just my feeling. Okay, let's actually see what my score was actually in this game. I would say like an 85. That's like my prediction. It definitely feels like an 85. We've got a 92. Maybe I'm not that bad after all. I don't know. It definitely felt like could be improved at times, but I don't know what was like really so good about this game. So take it with the opening. This is prep. Alright, just because I'm a nice guy, I'm gonna show you a win that okay, I meant I'm gonna show you a way to win against 2600 rated players in Blitz. If they castle, you can play 95. They're gonna do c5 all the time with take. Now they're gonna try to win back the pawn, but have queen d2 now, and literally every single person will take on c5. But after knight a4, hitting the queen, only square is on this diagonal, so c7 or d6. And wherever they go, knight takes on g6 just wins the exchange. With a winning game. Important though, on queen d7, don't take the rook, because he takes on a4 and your knight is trapped. But start with knight c5. And then I think most likely your opponent is going to do something like queen c6 or queen f5, where I know the rook is juicy, but even better, you can win the queen. So I had plenty of games like that already. Now, Related to the game, bishop g4 is an inaccuracy because of queen d2, and this structure is quite nice. If they double up the pawns, you castle, go e4, and white has pretty nice pressure. But he allowed me to just jump on e5, which personally I like it even more because we're gonna gain tempo with f3. b5, so apparently computer likes the g4 push directly, and then h5. Yeah, this is definitely something I had on my eye on, but I couldn't like figure out whether we like really have to go for this. And if they take that way, I guess just something like queen h2. And with these pieces, it should be like pretty deadly. Simply want to exchange bishops and get like a mate on the dark squares. So g4 there was stronger. I played it kind of like a bit of backseat gaming here, just the lazy move bishop e2. Played a5, went g4, he stepped back. Yeah, went bishop g5. Not super sure of this idea after all, because initially I thought his only move is to take with the bishop. And what I'm doing with this, I'm trying to avoid pawn takes, knight takes, like by any means, because it feels like with a knight there it's harder to open it up. So in the game, kind of my dream scenario was that I could somehow take on f6 and get him into a position where he takes with a pawn, which is usually just such a weakening structure on the king. Imagine we can just get in something like e4 and that's threatening checkmate. So that of course wouldn't be so simple since he can take with a pawn, and this is what I missed in the first place when I made that move. But yeah, you'd imagine an IM can see 2 moves away. Yeah, you're obviously wrong. But I played rook dg1, just kind of bringing my pieces, making room for the knight on d1, and after b3, I can also play a3, that's right, and pc, try to use this like the umbrella pawn. Yeah, let's say it's a little bit too complicated for no reason, so I think this is usually the standard reaction, and he went c5. That was a good move on his end. I took there because honestly I was kind of panicking and yeah, I didn't know what to do. Seemed decent. And now f4 was the idea. So I was actually, basically here I had 2 big candidates. First one was either to take or... Okay, maybe that was the only candidate. I couldn't remember. I can't remember like what the second candidate was. Pretty weird. Oh my god, I'm losing my memory. What is this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was calculating 2 moves in this position, but I don't remember what was the other one. No, I think it was like here, and no, there's no way. It's probably I was calculating wrong again. I was somehow looking at these and then sacrificing a piece, but it doesn't make... Oh, yeah, I remember. I remember what it was. My brain quit chess. Maybe that probably happened like a decade ago, Dave. It's very possible that my brain quit chess indeed. Yeah, I think I was actually perhaps eyeballing this variation where if I take, he takes with the pawn, I take there and gh5. And for some reason I thought this should be like slower, but I don't know why. This looks better now that I'm looking at it. With that to come. I was like, okay, let me take, and my idea was if knight f6, I wanted to play knight c3. And then just go h5, and okay, if he doesn't have time for counterplay, we just demolish him on the kings. I just go h5, open up the file, and it's like easy mate afterwards. So he tried like bishop there, but it was just like easy win now, because if he takes, we just win a piece. So I don't really know what he was intending to do here. Oh, maybe he can go bishop g4, because I'm very likely to blunder here. I would definitely be the kind of guy to take on g4 with the rook, and then whoopsies. I'm gonna be like, oh no, my rook. But of course, if you take and then go rook takes on g4, that's just winning. So yeah, after that queen a5 was just like up a piece, and the rest was pretty straightforward. So I think that was basically it about this interesting Jobava London versus Grunfeld. So keep in mind this idea that you can go for bishop g4 queen e2, and then Knight e5 is a very nice move to get in. Everybody, in case you're enjoying the content, please consider liking the video because it really helps the channel tremendously by pushing the video to more people. And without further interruption, let's just continue with the games. Okay, get a white game. Gotta play d4. Against d5, we start with a knight against any whatever move. We get the bishop, and c5, we play e3. Okay, happy to see nonsense because I am a big expert on dealing with nonsense. Okay, it's nonsense with fianchetto. So against this, it is actually gonna be a nice thing to play with e4. But I'm first gonna play like knight bd2. By the way, I can also still play like Jobava London fashion. Knight c3 e4. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it like Jobava London fashion. It's probably like even easier. He's playing some kind of hippo indeed. I may start with queen e2 simply. Yeah, like queen e2 is definitely a move. Could also just do e4. Fuck the hippo? No, we love the hippo. Hippo is like so bad. Like, why would you not want anybody to play hippo against you? Just castle, and I mean, play h4. Nice move to have. e5 also to be considered now. d5 is only reasonable move for black. Come on, guys. What's wrong with the hippo? Hippo hurt nobody. Why do you hate on the hippo for no reason? Okay, just play king b1. Okay, queen e7. Prepping something, I guess. Just need to find a way to like actually maneuver my pieces, but I guess e5 shouldn't be that bad. d5 and then like h4. Ginger GM has a course on the hippo. Yeah. Love the dude, but don't know about the hippo. Kinda same. Not sure if I would really invest in a course on the hippo, but maybe it's a great course. I haven't like got it yet. All right, now we got it to this point. How the heck do we get any play? That is the main question. So I think g4 is part of the plan. Bishop g3. Like move the knight away. Okay, if he castles, that's like probably gonna get him in trouble. So I think I'll do a3. Is a3 like a move? Okay, I think I'm just gonna start with bishop g3, and in case of castles, just play a4. Oh, that's really weakening. Whenever both sides are castle long, the black king is so much weaker in these structures. Pretty funny. Can take, can also ignore. Gotta play a bit faster though. Just gotta do that. How about that? Imagine playing fast. Just imagine. I think knight a2 could be nice maneuver. Still, okay, when this happens. Oh, by the way, queen a5, interesting move. Knight a4, b3 seems like a knight trap. But queen a5, queen c7, not very clear. Maybe it just makes sense to do this and queen a5. Yeah, just queen a5, hitting this. Maybe like rook lift sometimes. Plays queen c7. Don't really care, I think. Knight b4. Knight c4, I think trading is reasonable. He's definitely looking forward to the endgame, but it's just the worst endgame for him. Like take and b3. Don't even have to give up the bishop. And then like knight d3, try to get in c5. It's gonna be like a slow squeeze. Maybe I'm not gonna have time to do it here, but yeah, it's like generally you should have massive win rates like this. Just move the knight, bishop h3, f4, f5, easy win basically. That's kind of the plan. Always play king b2, I guess. Yeah, well, maybe start with bishop h3. Pretty nice. Or like even knight c5. I guess we just keep the knight on d3, eyeballing that square. h5, there's obviously takes and bishop g4. Okay, king b2, maybe trade a pair of rooks. I'm gonna trade just a pair of rooks, keep one rook for f4, f5 break. He's gonna do like rook a7 and then we trade. Yeah, just trade one and okay, with one rook the file is useless there, and now just move the knight away. Where do we move it? I guess d2 is reasonable. It probably doesn't matter that much, and we've got free play with this. Oh, I think actually better to get this knight to e3 so that we support f5. Then we just play rook f1 and start pushing. Yeah, c5 just take, so that's nonsense. Also take with a knight. For now, f5 big flat. See guys, easy play against the hippo. Like, if you don't get flagged, position just plays itself. And you've got a strategical edge like this. f5 right away seems very strong. Could have played rook f1 first as well. Ooh, that's very sassy. f6, fe. Maybe I should have tried to stop c5 now that I don't see an obvious way to punish, but still, like, even c3 should be like crashing. Just he's not like really gaining much play at all. Wait, so takes on b4. What am I missing? Probably nothing. Wait, did I just mess this up? Okay, might have messed it up, my beautiful hippo. Wow, so bad. Forgot about c5 break. Like, he literally had no moves there. That was like the perfect position where we got him. Okay, bishop in trouble. Has to play bishop g7. He's got bishop d2, but bishop c3, I guess, is not such a big problem. Just king b1. Knight covers. Has to trade. Trade rook f7, rook f6. Important move. Otherwise, we take. Gave him kind of knight d7, but rook d6 then. Maybe e6 next. Definitely e6. That's a queen. That's a queen, my guy. Whoops. Give me the queen. Wait, what is he doing? Oh, that was not a good move. Four seconds only. Not even close. Bro, where is my checkmate? Now the game should win itself. Easy. We basically got like the dream possession. Then I don't know what happened. Don't ask me what happened. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna be like, I played the game for like the first 25 moves. I'm gonna be like, I was the one playing the game until here. Yeah, I'm gonna show you like, wait, apparently started making mistakes. No, so I think this is good. Like, all is good until here. I'm gonna be like, I played first 29 moves, then another player played. The hippo fought back. Yeah, I mean, the hippo is like pretty slow, but can sometimes maybe not bite, but make annoying noises like hippo farts or stuff like that. So if I was a bit of a hippo fart here, but I was like, dude, I should just take that, but I didn't have time to like refute it. And I tried keeping a solid position, but kind of backfired a little. I was like better like throughout the whole game. It seems if I was not playing g5, like I saw he has bishop a6, but I was like, damn it, mate. Could have done bishop f2. Anyways, just hitting d4. Hippo is good for flaggers. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, then after rook f6, it's easy. It looks like he's got mating net, but knight is covering everything. And then was lucky to like get this in time. And 3 moves paid off. Oh, I had like mate in 3 moves. By the way, who cares about that? Nobody. Literally nobody. But yeah. Okay, okay. Getting the white pieces, and let's hope for the best because it is a good time to play another London system. And opponent goes for d6, which is already like an obvious indicator that he's going for King's Indian defense, and I can do knight f3. Should I play like the aggressive setup or like the positional one? I'm gonna go for the aggressive. I already did a little bit of research for this because I'm I basically analyzed the lines for the Jobava update of the course, but just need to annotate them and like record a video, which is gonna take a little bit of time, but shouldn't be um yeah, forgot what I wanted to say, but anyways. I think I wanted to say it shouldn't take that long. Okay, plan remains the same. Go for long castle, bishop h6. Okay, now I think we can probably play e5 at some point with a great position. We're definitely keeping that bad boy in the game. Never allow that trade. You may try e5, but I think de would be good. I feel like it's definitely way too early for him to open it up, and there is this. There is also g4 that I can think. I think we start de and now g4. Like knight f6, I've got knight e5, winning free pawn, and will be forced to go knight f4. Do I want to see that? I could also play maybe bishop c5, trying to keep his king in the middle, but then maybe he just plays bishop f8. I'm not sure. It's as clever as it looks. This might be one of the weird situations where bishop c4 may be a good move. Honestly, I think we just have to go after the pawn. Hey, thank you for the raid, Salty Clown. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. Welcome, everybody. We're just doing a raiding climb with a London, so it's the good stuff. Yeah, definitely still wondering. Like that's a pawn for sure, but it's not like really the juiciest pawn of all time. I have to say, I like my dark square bishop better. Oh, by the way, he cannot really castle. I just realized. Maybe I didn't have to take because he's like not actually threatening to castle because of this. Chessbox when? I never got invited, so there is that. um yeah, well, I can honestly just probably play King B1, like always play King B1, and then he's got like no moves. And we just spent like a minute there for no reason, but yeah. Livy against Alex, who do you think would win? I'm like a bit taller, but the shorter guys are faster, It's like being tall always has some drawbacks. It's like Messi has such good dribblings because he's like a shorter guy, but Ronaldo is, I don't know, more athletic. What do you guys think is better, Messi or Ronaldo? That's a tough question to answer. Wait. How do we even play this position, man? It's like stressing me out. I'm like still super confused, but I might have found a brilliant idea. I don't know. Hey, thank you for that, Abdul. Appreciate you coming here to Twitch all the way from Europe. Okay, on b5, I wanted to go knight b5 previously. Now against this, what do we even have to play? I don't get it. Maybe just a4. It's not a great move, but stopping b5 here looks to be making some sense. Okay, g4 just knight f6, so that's like not even a thing now. Um, Bishop b3 takes, queen d5. Okay, I think I've got this, and then b5 there's takes, and then queen d5. I might be wrong. Oh, there's just like knight b6, knight. That's like total nonsense. Okay. At least I saw that in time before playing it. Ooh, g5. Wow, this is like, has to be bad. Just h4. g4. And we do a little bit of rerouting. Pretty sure you guys will definitely enjoy this reroute that I'm about to do. So, okay, this is also not to be neglected. He's gonna do like knight back to f6. Yes, I'm gonna do it this way and then to g3. I was thinking like knight g1, knight e2, knight g3, but I feel like this is winning a tempo and it's just like a bit faster. And I don't mind like whenever that could happen because we get pressure on f7. So I think we're good. Just need to play faster. So let's see. I only play London and Caro. Well, that's good because I think, yeah, I realized that it might be a good idea to focus more on the Caro Khan on YouTube. So besides the rating climb that we're doing, I think we may start analyzing some high-level games. Obviously not played by me because that wouldn't like go well into like the same sentence, but you know already. So yeah, definitely expect more Caro on the channel in like the near future. Okay, just planning to get a knight, hopefully to that juicy f5 square, and now he cannot even castle because of that. In b5, I don't think we really care about it that much. We just play knight g3, and a5 we play a4. I think that's how we deal with this. And I think we have a great position. Okay, he goes there. As I was saying, we don't really care. Take back with a pawn and use the f-file to attack. Knight f4, can take, can ignore. Probably just this is better to hit the bishop right away. If he castles, I mean, who castles here? But he kind of has to. He actually kind of has to castle. Oh, king f8. Is that a mouse slip? Wait, is that like the greatest move of all time? Uh-oh. Someone called an ambulance because we are about to win in style. Gotta go king g8, no? Wait, why am I missing the win there? There has to be something good. Maybe just bishop d6. Maybe. But that's kind of boring, but I'm boring. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Forget about the fancy win. I lied to you guys, I'm sorry. That may be the title of the next video. But I actually figured out the like super clickbaity titles are not that good. But you click on the videos anyway, so that's what matters for me. Wait, is my opponent has he made a move and I'm like not seeing it? Wait, isn't this just made in one? What am I missing? Guys, call the ambulance now. It's just gonna be checkmate. Look at this, so pretty. So pretty. What is this game? Was that like actually a well-played game? That cannot be right, I'm surprised. We managed to like actually win this. Looks like a checkmate on the board though. It's like hard to believe, but it's like one move away. What is the opponent doing? Stressing me out. Why is he like spending so much time here? He has an only move. Is he like waiting to get into like the boxing round? There's no boxing here, my friend. What is he doing? I don't get it. I don't get it, but he's welcome to rage quit. Okay. I played a good game. That's what it matters. We can wait here. We can chill with the boys. We can read the chat. Not like I was reading the chat this whole time instead of focusing on the games. Like, guys, I'm always focusing my hardest on the games. In case it like doesn't look like that, it's because I'm such a strong player that I make it look easy. You know, it's like what they usually say, but it's obviously not that. But I have to use humor because otherwise you'd stop watching. So, okay, he screams at his mouse. Yes, yes, yes. He does everything but making a move. I think we both figured that one out by now. So, oh, by the way, guys, we've got all the dudes in the chat saying that Twitch did not send in a notification, but you know that you won't have that issue if you were a member of the Discord, which will automatically send you a notification whenever I stream or I post. So just spam you with the link into the chat right now. And before we move on, I am actually curious, what is the game review for this one? We got like an 89. I mean, this really felt like a good game, but yeah, it's like not. I feel like that's actually a first legit game, but it was not. So maybe we're actually not gonna get a good game the whole stream, and I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night with that thought. But okay, what could have been improved? Like, I don't get it. This was a pretty, yeah, it was like a pretty sort of strange game, like start to finish. So I was like, King B1, okay, just let opponent make a bad move. Okay, but like, how is computer saying, okay, bishop c5 was not that ridiculous here, I guess, because of bishop d6 now, but how would you allow knight f4? Oh, that is what I missed. Look at this, guys. This is actually like really nice. So you don't take the pawn like this, duh, because it's just not good. His bishop's opening up. But you do it like that. You go knight takes on e5. I actually had this motive in like one of my OTB games, like a while back, a long time ago. I did that and I won, obviously, but well, I was playing at 2000, so I don't think that I had like any impressive wins ever. But I did that and won the pawn and won against the Pirk. Like, I wouldn't win like very often, but when they play like, let's say, the Czech Pirk, or I don't know, like, let's say a Dutch or whatever, like, you know, they go ahead and do like a little French defense or something, I would win at times. But any sort of half decent openings, it's usually quite problematic. So 95, just win a pawn, whatever he takes is just a much better version. Like, he can only take with a bishop, and then you just do the same, but you gain a tempo and you keep your dark square bishop, which is super important, because when you give up your bishop, then you're gonna be like super dominated on the dark squares long term, positionally speaking. And yeah. What do you recommend against e4? Dude, it's the Caro Khan. What is that question? How can you even ask such things? It's of course the Caro Khan. Watch the YouTube if you haven't already. We've got a lot of Caro Khan stuff. Are you as funny in Romanian as you are in English? I mean, you mean this boring? And the answer is obviously yes. That's why I have no friends and I talk alone to a computer at night for hours, and yeah, you guys watch for whatever reason. I guess it's somewhat relatable, isn't it? So, oh, let me fix the layout before we go. Professional streamer incoming. All right, we've got I wanted to say a London System game, but let's see what opponent plays. And indeed, against this, I think it's fair to say we've got a London. And okay, let's play a little bit of Jobava. And I'm gonna try to show you an interesting trick. So I noticed here that White has an interesting way to go for a trappy line, which I think is definitely working below 1700 easily 90% of your games. Now I'm playing against the 2100 rated opponent, and I'm not sure whether I should try to go for the trap or not. I think I'm actually not going to play the trap here. I think I'm just going to play the main line and hopefully go for a more of like instructive game. So the trap is connected with e5, and it's just very good because most people just go for the endgame, which is just insanely good for white. But Yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm gonna give it as an alternative in the course soon as an update. Queen E2 will be the main line. But yeah, I was like, I don't know. I don't really want to play E5 there and be like he plays 97 and then it's like a bit of a strange game. It's like playable, but of course not as good. So he plays C6. Now we don't have to rush with castling when he's delaying that. So we'll start with bishop move. Exchange those. Probably he won't castle, I imagine. So he's trying to delay castling and create some play there. Okay, when he plays queen b6, double attack, I think it's safe to castle since the queen is blocking the pawns. So it's gonna take a lot of time and I'm already threatening moves such as e5, which is opening up the position with his king in the middle. So that is definitely quite strong in general. Now, can I just go for it? I'm wondering. Can do maybe knight g4. That's a bit annoying, like hitting the queen and f2. I mean, there's queen g7, rook f8, ed6, like knight f2, maybe rook e1. Looks like a strong move. He's got like what, e6 kind of only move there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to evaluate that. Bishop c4, knight h1, bishop e6. How is that position? So he's got like what? Bishop takes, rook takes. And then he's got king d7. Wait. But I've got rook e7, king d6, queen f6. That's like too fun not to play. We've got to go for that, guys. I don't know. I just stumbled across this rabbit hole, so I don't know. This felt like a line, but maybe it's a mistake actually, because yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. So like knight g4, queen g7. He didn't go immediately. I felt like, intuitively speaking, opening up the file should be in my favor. So even though he has opened up his queen, I don't think that's like really gonna matter that much. He's got this threat that yeah, everybody's seeing it, but I'd get like knight h3 at the very least, and we don't really care about like a single pawn. Uh okay. There's that move as well if I want to like speed up development, I guess. So I'm thinking knight f3 takes on f2, like just bishop c4. Like 91 rook takes. That just looks like down on exchange for me. It's not good. I don't like that. What's wrong with this? Okay, 94, 92. That feels like something better. What is my win? I have to calculate, which is never really a good sign. Not a single time in my career. When I have to calculate, that is usually when the game goes downhill. But okay. Can we overcome that? Once, at least. I don't know. Let's do knight h3. So he's gonna take, I guess I'm gonna take back and maybe then just go for like bishop takes on a6, speeding up development and, well, actually if he does that, there's gonna be like rook d8 ideas as well because the queen's no longer covering that square. It's gonna be like a pretty complicated game if he like goes for knight takes on f2. I mean, maybe it's safer for him to play like bishop f5, just controlling e4 square and developing the bishop. I think perhaps this could be like best move for him, but I don't know. It's just kind of my intuition, not based on any concrete calculation since I'm not like that kind of guy. Yeah, we do have rook d8 ideas. Only let's say if he takes twice on f2. Yeah, so he plays bishop d7, which I'm not a huge fan for him because it's just giving me a lot of these sexy ideas if I want. And also take on a6. Yeah, I like really want to take there. Kind of forcing him to take with a pawn, and then I'm wondering whether there is rook d7, rook d1 check, king c7. I mean, he's preparing long castle. I think that's pretty clear. I can also sack a pawn if I want to. Not sure about that, like at all. E6, bishop takes, and then like what? What would be the point? Is bishop c4 like such a bad move? Maybe just preparing e6, and in case of castle, I want bishop f7. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna make a move. Sometimes it's good just to make a move. And I wanted this. I don't know. He takes that. But then I've got like e6 ideas. Come on, this has to be good. So just take, and I push the pawn. He's got like what? Queen e3 check? Ooh, maybe that. So e6 better. Yeah, e6 better here. I gotta speed up a little bit. Opening b file? Yeah, but okay, he was gonna castle, so against any frats I can play b3, so that was not such a bad thing. Definitely can take and also delay it a bit. I guess we'll take because he's gonna be forced to like play king b8 or something. Got this move, but I guess just take back. Queen e3, king b1. Should be winning. Like if I could get my knight into like e6, I have not to blunder queen e3, of course, which is maybe not the easiest but manageable. And I want to do that. Now bishop e8 is next threat. Knight c5, bishop e8. I think that's what we're gonna see. Pretty sure he's gonna play knight c5. Yeah, there it is. And now rook is hanging. Needs to watch out. Maybe g3 next and knight f4 could be a move. What is he doing with the rook actually? Like rook f5 only move or what? What am I missing? Rook f5 seems only move right there. Gonna play g3. Preparing knight f4. Rook is defended. Knight e4. We're gonna exchange them and play knight f4. g5, I guess just queen h7. Just trade them and knight f4. Do I have any concrete threats? I mean, not yet, but I could play knight e3, and then also this becomes a thing. Also rook e1, and my rook is pretty safe. Yeah, rook e1, queen e7 is like the big threat now. Yeah, that just wins, it seems. Oh! I said it wins, but I blundered this. Okay, we're good. We got queen c3. But I've got to speed up because there's no time. So, I mean, we'll trade queens. Like, the endgame is, like, so winning with that pawn on d7. It's, like, crazy winning. I should be in time to convert, but, yeah, just queen c7 and block with knight c1. Pretty clutch. Pretty nice. Alright. Looks like we're gonna be in time with this. But, such a double-edged game. Queen c8, nice touch there. And this. And we made with promotion. How cute. Checkmate with promotion. Nice. 0-0. 3 seconds win incoming. Nah, it was like not that close. But I don't know. Like that was such a strange game. Apparently I made one blunder, but 0 mistakes. 0 missed wins. I'm gonna predict like an 82. What do you guys think? Can you predict the game score? That could be like a fun game. I would predict like an 82, something like that. It definitely felt like pretty messy throughout the whole time. Oh, got a 91. Wait, is that like same game we're talking about? How did we get like a 91? Dude. Are we talking about like same game? Somehow we managed to get a 91, don't ask me how. But like, how is e5 not a good move? Yeah, just this knight g4 move. It's like better to do f3 and then e5 ideas. I guess I gave him a little bit too much counterplay then. Knight h3 was good. Yeah, and then bishop takes on a6 was top line. Yeah, pretty easy to understand why. Because then even knight g5 is strong here. Yeah, just threatening to take. I still not necessarily understand why this is so great and such things. But I guess we've got a huge threat that's knight h on h7, which I kind of overlooked. Yeah, the thing is, I saw this idea of e6 knight g5, but I actually overlooked that if we get a knight on h7, that's a mate because he literally has no way to defend the rook. So that's a little detail that I was missing throughout the game. And I could have obviously... e6 was on my radar here. It felt like such a natural move, but I couldn't justify it with concrete lines. What's the point on fe? Oh, then just simply like 94, which is something I was constantly considering. Even like 95 should be interesting. Still, apparently. When bishop c4, I was just kind of playing a prophylactic move. I felt like taking on f7 is great, but apparently we both missed that bishop f5 was reasonable. Not sure if I missed it. I might have mentioned it, because otherwise if I get in e6, that's like clearly winning for me. And yeah, after I get in bishop e8, should be like a relatively easy win. Like, that's such a nice construction right there. Like, literally the best crystal, I think that's what they call it, like when the pawn is protecting the bishop and they are like nicely defending each other, you know. This is basically like the first year of marriage, like the pawn and the bishop there. Now, you know how that goes, so let's not get into more details. But yeah, then I play g3, second top line, just trying to get the knight back. And then g5, 93. Yeah, I almost blundered it, but luckily there was... Oh, apparently I can even exchange and play like knight c1. For some reason, I really panicked there. I don't know why I panicked so much, but I guess just because I was under time pressure, and yeah, I felt like, okay, that's it. But queen c7 was nice, and he's got like no way to defend since queen b6 allows queen c8 checkmate, and then we would even promote a rook, of course. Not promoting a rook is a mistake in these positions. That's pretty well known. So, okay. Got a pretty decent Jobava win. Just jump right into the games. Looks like we're already getting a 2200 opponent from Serbia. So, opening up with d4 against the knight. We start with a bishop, and okay. Time to test out the Jobava London, which is going to be an upcoming update in the course. Yeah, we're going to have these in like, let's say the near future, expecting that. So bishop to g7. Well, what is the main point behind knight c3? You may be wondering. Why do we play this move? Is it just to go for the cheap trick with knight b5? And no, it's not mainly that, okay? It's basically threatening to push e4. And when opponents allow it, we just go for it. Now, normally, d6 is the best move, which, yeah, is leading to interesting play. However, when they play it in this fashion, I think we can actually try to punish them by going e5. And most opponents will go knight e8. If they go knight h5, important not to go bishop e3, because d6 is kind of leading to some counterplay for black. Knight h5, bishop d2 is pretty nice. Or bishop c1 even there. And now, important, here you really want to pay attention, okay? This is super important position, because most people will go queen d2 here, which is actually not the best because of d6, and then they want to trade queens. So that's why queen e2 is much stronger from that perspective. It has the drawback that it's no longer threatening bishop h6, but trust me, this is pretty good now since we can just ignore black's move. d5, there is simply de, and like c5 we could have taken because of the pin. So he just plays c6, and now I think it's mainly just a matter of going h4, h5. If he is pushing, then just f3, g4. Other than that, well, get to see that on the board. I think just f3, g4, and then we take. I see nothing wrong with that, so I am just gonna be playing it. He's probably looking forward to getting some counterplay based on b5, but I think that should generally be a little bit too slow in these positions. Anytime I could do a move like king b1 as well, b4, knight e4, just like centralizing the knight. And that could perhaps, yeah, instead of like giving black some attack, may help me in terms of, yeah, bringing more pieces towards the kingside since before 94 the knight could jump to g5. So that's pretty nice. Okay, maybe bishop a6 is a move that I didn't see in advance, but simply queen e3 should be okay. Queen a5, hitting the pawn, but you know what they say. Always play king b1. And I think that's fine. Against bishop e6, there's like simply b3, I think. And he's way too slow with generating any kind of serious counterplay. Or at least it should be, but we'll see, I guess. A little bit annoyed by bishop a6, but maybe even simply queen e1. I mean, just queen e3, bishop takes taking with the rook. I mean, it's not really that ideal since I would, of course, love to have my rook into the center, but maybe at the end of the day, like, doesn't really matter since we're gonna go gh5, bishop h6, and try to checkmate him regardless. Oh, he can take that pawn. Okay, maybe this is something I should have seen in advance. I don't know, just saying. For some reason, this completely wasn't on my radar, like, at all. But I don't think it's a problem. Just taking, he's gonna take with the bishop. Yeah, the thing is, I should have played it a bit slower if I wanted to avoid it. So like instead of g4 start with king b1, but it really feels like I played the best move so far, and I might be wrong on that, but yeah, I think this pawn sacrifice should be legit. Expecting him to take with a bishop. Okay, he does that, so big threat on a2. Just gonna play b3 like the initial plan. Goes for takes. Now I'm wondering whether there's like any intermediate moves. I'm just like checking, but I don't see anything useful. There's also bishop h6, but I don't really want to let his bishop on the diag. And if you think about that, he can play bishop g7. Maybe it's not really making that much sense either. Therefore, I think just going bishop takes gh5 should be reasonable. Sort of forcing him to take with a queen. Taking with a pawn is usually just a disaster. If you like look at this with a computer, the evaluation just jumps from like +2 to like +5 because we just open up way too many files. I don't think f5 is a move. Like at the very least, there is knight g3. But I think maybe we have better ways to like sacrifice a piece and get an attack. I mean, maybe just like knight g5 also. So he goes knight c7, which is, oof, so ugly, but the guy has a threat. Look at this. Look at him. So dirty. So dirty. I'm gonna do queen g2. So applying pressure there while opening up bishop's path. Not sure if this is like the most precise, but anyways, I feel like if he goes queen h5 now, maybe simply knight e2 to f4. So knight e2, what is he gonna do? He's gonna play like knight d5, I'm assuming. That could be a little bit annoying. Just a little bit. I could do knight g3 h5, but I don't want to like decentralize my knight if possible. Maybe knight g5 is a move, just kind of restricting his queen. But then knight d5 to c3 could be a little bit annoying. Tricky decision right now. Knight e2, knight e5. Huh. It's a little bit annoying. Just a little. Feels like knight g5 should be, or maybe shouldn't be. Hard to say. I think knight g5, knight d5, rook e1 is the play. But pretty obscure stuff happening right now. I'm like stopping this fork while sidestepping the other fork. Now it felt like king b2 should be a move if we listen to Ben Feingold and always play king b2. Oh, but then I missed queen h8. Wow, that was an insane move right there. Holy, now I might actually be in serious trouble. I completely missed that in the first place. Oof. Now it's probably pretty bad for me. Wow, queen h8, such a crazy move right there. That is like absolutely wild stuff. King d1. He can check me king e2. Okay, there I wanted bishop d3. Still, I've got like my own frats. It's not like completely over, but definitely not the way I wanted this game to go. Oh, I forgot there is that move, of course. I'm just starting to like blunder everything. Bro, what is this guy doing? Like, this guy is playing playing pretty well. Unexpectedly well. Usually this line is just like +2 from the opening, +1.5 is like easy win, but this guy is like playing it like it was a good line, you know what I mean? It's like almost giving me an advantage on like purpose to try to make the game even. Right, I'm still ready to push, and my king reached some kind of level of safety right now. It's like not incredibly safe, but some level of comfort at least. Like GH 96 is made, so at least we've got one frat. Not more than that, but one frat is better than no frats. Last time I checked. Queen F6 I feel like has to be a decent move for him right now, but I mean I've got my own play. Open up the file. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Queen H3. Oh, that blunders the knight, but then there's mate, so what am I even saying? Just ignore me now because I'm down to like 20 seconds and sort of starting to hallucinate. And I do like to use the 20 seconds excuse. It's not like this happens at any point in the game constantly. For sure not that. Wait, so he goes there. I want to take with a knight. Okay, Jade. King f8, queen g5. I mean, I could just take the free rook as well. Do I want the free rook? I think I want to go for the mate against this guy. I've got no time though. I've got to like really speed up. So hitting that, playing for the queen. Gotta be winning the queen now. Oof. Okay, I could have played the queen h4 as well. Yeah, that was a good pre-move. Oh, could have pre-move mate. Oh, that was a bad pre-move, but somehow managed to get this game. However, it was definitely one of the worst games that I have ever played, for sure. This was not a good game. Just in case you're wondering, this is not how how a good game looks like. Actually curious what could have possibly went wrong, because I have no idea. Maybe I just played it like way too fast. But to me, it seemed like so natural, like everything that I did. So let's have a quick look in the analysis tab. Let me do it so that you can also see what the heck am I talking about. So d6, yeah, I know this is like amazing for us. Just like big advantage right away. Okay, we play this position, +2 already, I told you. Like, this pawn is like so insignificant in these lines. Yeah, that is interesting. I actually kind of play the automatic king b1, which is missing a little bit of the advantage apparently. Computer likes to ignore this, which is definitely a theme because they simply have no other pieces next to our king besides their queen, so the queen alone never checkmates. But I was, a little bit skeptical about this, but apparently there's just like, apparently h6 is a great move, and if they go back, oh, boom, there is h7. They're like sort of forced to take for some reason that I don't really get, but then there's h5, and that's mating, so that would have won a piece apparently, and yeah, that's would have been a bit better. And even though we got down this line, he took the pawn. I'm still like +2 here. For sure, it's still a good line. And now I kind of went for, yeah, the like slacking approach. I was like, I take, he plays knight b5, I take, he's hiding on h8, why allow this? But in fact, he actually has nothing. Like, just a big nothing for black, apparently. This looked a little bit terrifying, but I mean, there's just king c1 apparently, and we're chilling. King give a check, but king d2, and there's no more checks. Like, literally no more checks. Only check is that, but then simply bishop d3. So I guess this is simply resignable right now, and yeah, that should have been played in the game. And then this constantly happens. Like, if you give your opponents chances to come back from like a losing position, he was already better. After this insane queen h8 move. Like, look at this. Oh, apparently was losing. Wait, again? He's got no threats? Such a clown fiesta. Oh, jeez. I can just take, apparently. That's what a computer wants to do. I was like, alright, but I'm gonna get mated. What's happening here? But computer is like, no, dude, you're not. You like really suck at this game. You're not gonna get mated. But yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna get mated. And computer insists that this was fine, and apparently this is best line, and we're up a piece. For whatever reason. Very strange stuff. Anyways, I'm like, I don't want to get mated. Let me just run away if possible. And then I'm like, dead lost. Rook d8 check. Bishop takes on b3. Okay, after king e2, only -2. So bishop takes on b3 was a big mistake that actually gave me a lot of counterplay. And he was supposed to do knight c3 so that my king won't escape to the safe zone. That was f1. After I get to the safe zone, I mean, I do have some threats of my own. Like, as you saw in the game, at this point I already felt like my position is easier to play, because here you can see like why is so important in chess. Like, the number one thing that matters when you're evaluating a position is king safety. Look at my king, look at his king now. I'm just threatening hg, and then it's just like 8-5 plus 8 apparently. From like few moves ago, -5 for black. Now I'm just completely winning. And okay, the rest was a bit of a clown fiesta because I had no time, but managed to get a game. So yeah, I don't know whether this game will make it into the series or not, since it was pretty crappy, but maybe it shows a little bit of, yeah, how you should try to survive a losing position. I mean, obviously I got pretty fortunate there, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see about that. Do you have any tips for like 600 rated in Blitz? There are like a lot of tips. But yeah, I mean, main thing that you want to do for improvement, do a lot of puzzles. At least half of the time that you spend in chess should be done, yeah, with solving puzzles. Like, not the puzzle rush ones, just like puzzles where you're not stressed out by the time. So there you go. Thanks a lot for making it this far into the video, and in case you're interested to learn more about, let's say, the theoretical aspects of the Jobava London against the Fianchetto setups, please feel free to click the video that will appear on the screen. So thanks again, and I'll see you around on the channel. Take care.